So we are starting a new topic called as functions. Functions in Python is again a set of code which performs a set of activity according to the requirement. So basically in Python there are three different components of functions. You can say like that. First is built-in functions. So built-in functions are ready-made functions which are available for your day-to-day use. And like in past few days, whatever activities we have done till now, we have used lot many inbuilt functions in that, and we talked about lot many inbuilt functions. We have also seen inbuilt functions in string, then list, tuple, set, dictionary. So lot many inbuilt functions we worked on, and we specifically worked on inbuilt functions which are relevant to the topic right now. Okay. Then the second one is user-defined functions. So according to the business requirements, whatever stuff is need to be developed, then that to be in a reusable format. That is considered in the user-defined functions. Then there is something called as lambda function, which is entirely different kind of thing. So we will see examples of lambda functions and we will understand that particular thing. So this is what I have picked up from Python's official document. The so list of all inbuilt functions which are available right here in alphabetical order. We will learn not in alphabetical order. We will learn little bit in a different way. But yes, we will try to cover maximum of that, and those which are not too much in use, we will skip those functions, those inbuilt functions. So we will start with general built-in functions in Python. So print we have used a lot, type we used a lot, sum, round, re- reverse, range, order, minimum, maximum, length, input. So these are the functions which we have used a lot, and we will see them right now. So starting with the print function. So very first thing is print welcome to world of Python. I will say language. So it will print on console. It will print on console. So this is what exactly we are trying to do with the help of print function. So from day one itself, we are calling this as a print function because there is something behind the scene. There is something behind the scene. It is performing a set of operation for us and it is displaying the output on console. So this is my output. Print function, it carries lot many things inside it. Okay, so if I say print and I take the function right here. So if I copy this one, if I copy this one, so what will happen now? Let me paste it here. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay, so let us discuss about this. So print function says that you have some parameters with that. So one is value. So this one is value. Okay, in front of you, whatever you are looking right here, this is value. Then there is one called as separator. So right now, space is a separator. Okay, space is a separator. Then you have end as a new line. End as a new line. So what does it mean? Whenever your print statement will execute, the control will go to the next line. Control will go to the next line. Then your output is on console. So file is equal to sys dot standard output and flush is equal to false. So whether forcibly flush the stream. Okay. Now these are the things which are important for you. Okay. We are playing with AND from long time. We will see some example of separator in upcoming days, especially in case of machine learning, and we will understand it in detail. But yes, print function plays an important role. Next one is type. Next one is type. So if I say, str1 equals to Python programming, and I say type str1. So what exactly it will return? It will return the type, data type of this particular value. Okay, data type of this particular value. Data type of this particular value, or you can also say that this particular variable, it carries this value, and what is the type of this value? It will return that particular thing. So str1 is variable, str1 is carrying this particular value, and then it is returning that particular output. Okay. Now another method of writing the same thing is use a print function. Okay, use a print function. So what will happen in that case? It will also tell you that this is the class. So right now, park it aside. Right now, park class aside and don't talk about that. Only talk about the output. Okay, so only talk about the type of data type of that particular value. Now, if I try, something like this, I say where underscore one equals to, and very first thing is like suppose Python programming, then I say print type and where one. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let it be 5 types only, not too much. So I will say false, then I will say 3.14, then I say 1947, and then I say 6 plus 4j, and I run this one. So every time it will identify the type of variable. Although my variable name is same, but each time the value itself is changing. So first time it is string, second time it is boolean, then float, then you have integer, and then you have complex. So this is what you can represent. You can add little bit more to it. You can add little bit more to it, like so after that you can have list, then you have tuple, then you have set, and then you have dictionary. So it will give me following output. So list, tuple, set, and dictionary. So My type function is providing me the data type of whatever things are there. Now, guys, remember this thing. It is very, very important. Type function gives you type of anything. Okay, when you will down the line, when we will be doing complex programming and we will dealing with NumPy and Pandas library, and we are dealing with data frames and series and other things. In all the cases, when you will check the type, it will show you the type of that particular item. Okay, if it is a data frame, then it will write data frame and so on. Okay, sum. Next one is sum. So what exactly? So sum function will sum the values inside it. So sum function looks for iterative values. So right here we have a list of values. So a is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we are saying sum, and we are getting following result. So my result is 55, and it is adding all the values which are inside it. So that is your sum function. So you can play with different data types like list and set and other one, and see the output in case. Function is round function. So the job of round function is to get the value to the nearest number. So round. So what exactly we are doing right here is, suppose we are giving value as 3.14. So nearest possible point is 3 whole number. Then in the same way, we have something called as, suppose I give 5.56. So nearest point is 6. Then in the same way, in the same fashion, if I am giving round 9.99, so resultant is 10. So whatever is less than 0.5, it will come in the category of previous number, and if your number is greater than 0.5, then you will get following result. Now next function is, which we are going to, that is reversed. So again we are going to take some iterative value. So lst1 equals to square bracket 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and now I say reverse. So it will print it in reverse order. It will print that particular set of values in reverse order. It may be any set of values, or it may be anything. You can change the value. You can have alphabets, or you can have anything. Okay, let me take an example of alphabets. So top one equals to A comma B comma C D E F G, and same thing we are going to do REV and reversed top one and for I in REV what we are doing right here is print I. So my alphabets are printed in reverse order. So you can play with the set of values and you can have what you are looking for. So different set, tuple, dictionary, whatever you want to see, you can find that particular thing right there. The range function. So range function we have used a lot and with variety of combinations. Still, I just want to show you that particular thing one more time. So for I in range, so if I say 10, then it will start with 0 and it will end at 9. So this is range. It starts with 0, it ends with 10. This is one of the format of range. Second one, for I in range, let it be minus 10. Let it be minus 10 and see the output. So print I. So print I. So resultant is nothing. Resultant is nothing because it not is not decrementing. It is not in decrementing position right now. For I in range 0, 1, print I. So resultant is this one. Now we will play with this system. We will play with this. We will change the value of jumping value. So when I make it 2, it skips 1 value in between. So it started with 0, it skips 1, then it printed 2, then it skips 3, then printed 4, skips 5, printed 6, skips 6, printed 7, sorry, skips 5, printed 6, skips 7, printed 8, and skips 9. So this is the output. Now, second way of doing this thing, if I take it 3, so it will skip two values. So it will start with 0, 0, then skips two value, 1 and 2. It gives me 3. Then it skips 4 and 5, and it gives me 6. Then it skips 7 and 8, and it gives me 9. Same way, if I skip 4, so if I say 4, so it will skip three values in between. So it will start with 0, it will skip 1, 2, 3, then it will print 4, then it skips 5, 6, 7, it will print 8. Now, okay, let me increase the range. Let it be 20. Okay, let it be 20. So value is 5. Value is 5. So when value is 5, then it starts with 0. It skips 4 value. 0, 1, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it gives me 5. Then 6, 7, 8, 9. Then it gives me 10. Then 11, 12, 13, 14. It gives me 15. In case of 6, it will skip 5 values. In case of 6, it will skip 5 values. So 0 to 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will skip these 5 values. Then it will print 6. After 6, it will skip 5 values, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then it gives me 12. Then after 12, it skips 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And it gives me 18. And let's take last example. Let it be 7. And then in that case, when it is 7, it skips 6 values. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 7, then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 is printed. So in this way, my range works. So these are few example of range. Let us go back to another set of examples. So I in range and I give 20 comma 20 comma 0 comma minus 1. Okay, 20 comma 0 comma minus 1. So right here what we are doing is it is 20, 19, 18, 16, 17, 16 and up to 1. 0 will not be considered because this is minus 1. So now next one, I am taking this one. So if I make it 2, then it will skip 1 value. So 19 will skipped, 17 will skipped, 15 will skipped, 13 will skipped, 11 will skipped, and so on. If I make it 3, then 19 will skipped, 18 will skipped, 16 will skipped, 15 will skipped, 13 will skipped, 12 will skipped, and so on. Next one is, let it be 5. So in case of 5, it will be 4. So after 20, 4 values, 19, 18, 17, and 16. 15. After 15, 4 values, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. After 10, 4 values, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And in this way, you can do the negative counting. Okay. So range function works for positive and negative both, and you can have any number of any of such type of complex things. Now I want to show you one last thing, that is, so if my numbers are negative itself, if my index numbers are negative itself, then what will be the situation? So if I make it 2, so it will start with 1, 3, 5, 7. If I make it 2, sorry, if I make it 3, so it will skip 2 values. So 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, 19. Then next one is, suppose I make it 5, so it will skip 4 values. It will skip 4 values, 1, 6, 11, 16. And last example, suppose I make it 9, so it will skip 8 values. It will skip 8 values, so 1, 10, and 19. So this is how the range function works. Range function is very powerful and it is used a lot throughout the Python programming. Even in the case of machine learning and other places also, you will find that it is used a lot. Next is the odd function. So odd function gives you, so definition says that convert an integer representing the Unicode of the specific character. So suppose I give odd and I say capital H, so it will give me respective value of that. So odd small h, so it will give me respective value of that particular number. So this particular stuff, it converts that particular number with respect to its Unicode, and it gives that particular Unicode value. Next one is minimum function. So suppose I am taking LST1 is equal to 1, 2, so this is my list, and I say minimum of LST1, minimum of LST1. So minimum is 1. In the same way, suppose I want maximum of LST1, so maximum is 10. So in this way, you can find maximum and minimum from your list, with the help of inbuilt function of minimum and maximum. Then you have something called as length. So length function gives you length of your string. So what you have to do is you have to give, like, for example, LST1 equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you want length of list. So it will give you length as 10. It will give you length as 10. Then you have one function called as input. Now the job of input function is to give you value, or it takes value from user. So in case of user input, what you have to do is you have to take one variable. So I say variable one, var1, and I say input and enter a value. Enter a value. So suppose I'm entering a value that is 10. Okay, I'm entering value 10. Okay, now two things I'm going to do right here. One is I will say print var1, and then I will also do one thing, print var type of var1. Type of var1. Now I'm entering value 10. I'm putting value 10, but its output is string. Its output is string. So let us try some other value. So I put 3.14. Still in this case, it is giving me string. Let it be true. So still the value is, and let it be 3 plus 4j. Still the resultant is string. So the default in data type of input is string. Default data type of input function is string. So you have to remember this thing. Now, what should be the next set of operation? So next set of operation is the typecasting function. So if you want make it integer, then you have to write integer. If you want to make it integer, then you have to write integer. So input 10 and you run it, then the output is integer. So in the same way, we will work on this one. So guys, the next set of inbuilt functions, they are typecasting functions itself. So don't worry, we are going to take care of that. So typecasting functions. So these are my typecasting functions: Boolean, complex, dictionary, float, integer, list, set, string, and tuple. Okay, we will do all this activity in sequence, in a proper sequence, and we will understand that what exactly typecasting function performs. So very first example itself is right here in front of you, where we are converting a string into integer. So you can convert data type of one variable or something from one type to another one. Now let us take LST. No, let us take var1 equals to, let it be 10. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say where int where 1, and print float var1 and print next one will be complex var1 and we will say print next one is boolean var1 and last one is print str var1. Okay, and then we will run it. So integer will remain integer, there is no issue at all. So first one is okay, no problem in that. Second one is it is converting it into float. Third one is converting it into complex. Then it is converting it into boolean, and last one is converting it into string. So if you will check the data type, of this, then you will identify that it will return the same data type. So if I say print data type, so what will happen now? I will say type first one, so its type is integer. Then second one type, it is boolean, it is float. Type complex, type boolean, and type so whatever typecasting functions we are applying right here, it is converting it into that, and its data type itself is identified as with respect to that. So float is right there, then complex is there, then boolean is there, and string is there. Okay, so you can convert anything to any other format. There is no issue at all. So let us try some other data type. So str1 equals to Python programming. So we are converting string into list, tuple, set, and dictionary. Okay, we are converting these things. So very first thing is I want to convert string into list. So I will simply use list typecasting function, and with the help of this typecasting function, it will convert my list into my string into list. So Python space and programming. Same will happen with the case of tuple. It will convert it into tuple. So remember this thing. The list is represented by square bracket. Tuple is represented by circular brackets, okay, or parenthesis. Right here again there is a space and then your programming. Okay, so that is this one. Now the next one, that is set. What is set? Set is collection of unique values. First thing, set is unordered. So these are the things these are the things which are followed right here. So very first thing is set is collection of unique values. So right here you can see only unique values. Then they are unordered, no issues at all. They are unordered, and all the alphabets are there, whatever are there in case of Python programming, or you will find all the alphabets including space. Okay, and it is identified as a set. It is identified as a set. Now, when you are trying to convert a string into dictionary, it is throwing error. It is throwing error. So what it is saying? Dictionary update sequence elements. This one #0 has length this one, and it requires this one. So we need to work on it. Okay, we need to work on it. We need to check the length of Python programming, and then on the basis of that, we will see that whether we can convert string into this one according to this particular error message. While while in the case of string, to convert it into dictionary, whether it is possible or not, we need to check that as well. So as of now, it is not possible to convert a string into what we say dictionary. Right here, we will take another set of example. So let it be where one equals to, and this where one, you have values like 1, comma, or A equals to apple, B equals to banana, and C equals to cherries. Okay. And then you are saying dict where one. You are saying dict where one. So what will happen in this particular case? What will happen in this particular case? What error it is showing now? Cannot be literal here. Okay. Yes. So still it is throwing error. Still it is throwing error. So it is converting it into dictionary. Okay, it is converting it into dictionary. So what exactly we are doing right here is we are providing the data in this particular format, and in this format it converts the value into dictionary as we are looking for. So you can try for all the different data types from one data type to another data type, and then you can try for from one data type to all the remaining 8 data types. You can convert it, and you can play with that particular set of values and see that where it is not possible, what error message you are getting for that. And error message itself is very important for understanding what we say, what is the reason behind getting that error. So just search that thing in detail, and okay, let it be assignment. So I will put it as assignment. So right here, what I am doing is we are saying that assignment is to convert each and every data type to other 8 data types, and note down the error message you are encountering during that, and those error message will be useful while exception handling. So when we will doing exception handling in advanced Python, it will be useful to uh, handle such type of situation. First function is absolute function. We are right now into the remaining functions, or the list of functions which we need to check right here. So absolute function will give you the absolute value for that. So where is equal to where one equal to -100. So its absolute value will be abs where underscore one. So its absolute value will be 100. Its absolute value will be 100. So it will give you absolute value of that. So always remember this thing. absolute function is for providing absolute value of any number, returns the absolute value of number. All function returns true if all items in the iterable object are true. So right here you have value 1, 2, 3, true, true, 4, 5, and true. So when you will run this one, it will give you true. But when you have another set of values where it starts with 0, so as I told you earlier, the numeric value of false is 0. So right here you can see that it starts with 0. So when you will check this one, it will return false. Now in place of this, I say false, and again at this one also I'm saying false, and then I run this one, so resultant is false. So this is how the all function works, and he returns the true if any item in the iterable object is true. So what will be the situation? LST1 equals to, if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then false, 0, and let it be repeated, 1, 2, 3, and 0. Okay, and I say list, and I run this one, so resultant is true. So any one true value will return true in this particular case, that is any function. ASCII function returns the ASCII value. So right here what we have, now right here you can see here we have E as a different character. So value of that is /xc9. So this is the value of that is /xc9, and the remaining ln is same. Okay, so this is how the ASCII function works. You can take any other character, and that it will identify that particular character, and it will give you that value for it. The binary version of the number, that is your bin. So if I say bin and I say 10 and run this one, so its binary number will be displayed right here. Its binary number will be displayed right here. And in the same way, if you want octa or you want hexa, so what will be the function? OCT 10 octa and hexa. So that is hexa. So in this way, it will give you hexadecimal, octadecimal, and binary number. Okay. So in this way,